Hello, everybody. Welcome to Echo Underground. I'm Shanique.
This is Mike.
And on this podcast, we talk about music, movies, TV shows, and any other interesting topics. Today's episode is going to be about the new season of Stranger Things, Season 2. And so I'm going to give my verdict of Season 2. I really enjoyed Season 2. I would give it an A minus. There's like little things I didn't like. It was enough to drop it to a minus, but not like a B plus. It was it had a lot of character development. I liked the relationships between the boys. I liked that they added another girl to the group. I liked I liked and I hated the new characters, but all the characters I hated, I'm pretty sure I was supposed to. um
Uh-huh.
I liked I liked the more the I guess mythology of like the upside down and like the creatures and the mind flare and all that.
My
All that
flare.
like that's what they called it. I
Yeah,
mean,
sure. I'll go
obviously
with it.
it's little boys, but we're just gonna go with that. It's probably
I was
not
gonna
what
go
it
with.
actually is.
I was gonna go with Shadow Monster. I'm gonna go with Mind Flayer now, but it's okay.
I
I'll work
mean,
with
that's what they
Shanique's trend.
use in the show. I didn't make it
Yeah,
up.
hey, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that they also use Shadow Monster, and that's what I was gonna originally go with. But I'm like, Mind Flayer sounds dorkier and cool at the same time, so we're gonna go
Hey,
with it.
that's what they use, okay? And then I like the Eleven's relationship with Hopper, which I'll get into later. Overall, I enjoyed all the characters and hated the characters I was supposed to hate. So yeah, it's A minus. There were little things I didn't appreciate, but it wasn't enough. I say watch season two. What about you? What do you think of season two, Stranger Things?
Sometimes I feel like I'm just way too easy to please. Because like I went through the whole season, and well, season and a half really. 'Cause I caught up with season one last week, and then season two on the weekend. And there's a point in my head where I'm just like, Michael, you're gonna keep giving things A pluses, and you got to like figure something out. I'm like, I gotta be honest with you guys. Like this is my opinion here, so take it with a pinch of salt. But it's an A plus thing for me. Like it, I actually, in my opinion, like watching them from season one to season two, I can confidently say that I like season two better. Not by like leaps and bounds, but I said like as far as like shows, people having like complaints about shows whose first season was their best season. I, in my opinion, can say that I liked season two better. That's kind of where I'm at. A plus for me. I'll
Uh,
get into the reasons why later, but A plus for me, guys.
okay, so we're gonna break this podcast down. So first, let's do our favorite episodes. I don't have any episodes I didn't like, so we're just gonna go only favorite. My favorite
Mm,
episode is the finale. It was everything I wanted for season two. I felt satisfied while watching it, but I still wanted to know what happened. I
mm-hmm.
still feel like there's more story to tell. I think something shady's gonna happen, but we're getting into predictions for season three later. Cause I heard the show's only going up to 4 seasons, which I think is a good amount for the show.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, the finale had everything I want. It had even though the episode before had the reunion between Eleven and Mike and Will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Will. Right? No, I'm
No,
sorry, Mike. I was right before.
technically everybody. So yeah,
Yeah,
like
but she
Hopper,
only
Will,
cared
Mike.
about Mike. She didn't care about Will and them.
Sure.
She let's be honest. She was searching for
No,
Mike
no,
the
no.
whole season.
I'm not disagreeing with. I'm not disagreeing with you. Go ahead. It's fine.
Okay, so Eleven and Mike's reunion was really good. I liked that talk between Hopper, and Eleven in the car. The scene where they finally get, I don't know, I'm gonna call it exorcism. It probably wasn't, but where they get the little thing, the creature out of Will.
Spoiler alert.
Look, I'm putting spoiler in the title, so it don't matter. All right,
Sure.
I'm gonna put spoiler review in the title. But yeah, spoiler alert. They get the creature out of Will, and I liked basically how the season ended. Like, I want to know where these characters are. Like, they did like get rid of it, but you know what's funny? They still haven't answered like the root of like what the hell these creatures are. Like, I want
Mm-hmm.
a real name. I don't want whatever the fake names that these boys keep giving these creatures.
Demodogs, man. The Demodogs.
Look, I'm gonna be like Hopper was in that scene. Why is that important? That is
Listen,
not a
man, it's
real
like it's a
name.
Demogorgon and a dog. It's a play on words. It's a compound. You see what I'm saying? I'm agreeing with Dustin here, man. Dustin's on to something here. He likes
He said
organization.
he's okay. He said he's sorry. You know what? And we not gonna I'm gonna get into each character, but not right now. I'm gonna talk about my favorite episode. But yeah, I felt it. I like Nancy's and Jonathan's little like thing. I like where they took Steve. I'm
Me
still
too.
not the biggest fan of Steve, but I still like where they took his character. And overall, I thought it had everything that the whole season was building up to. I felt the finale took care of that, and that's why I like it. What about you? What's your favorite episode?
My favorite episode, and I this is gonna. Oh my god, I don't even know how to talk about this now. I'm all over the place. Give me a second, guys. I gotta bring myself to it. My favorite episode is episode 8, the Mind Flayer. R.I.P. Bob.
Oh, I forgot that nigga died. No, I'm playing. I'm
Don't play Bob
playing.
like that, yo. Do not out of your mouth play Bob like that.
Bob the Brain. Bob the
Listen,
Brain.
man, it's crazy because like I'm not saying that's my favorite episode only because of Bob, but he definitely helped because like I feel like he's one of the only meaningful deaths to me in this season. I feel like everyone else was just kind of like okay, the
Who
people in the lab
died?
were people,
Oh, the lab
just people.
people? They ain't got no
Yeah,
names.
that's what I'm saying. Like, people in the labs who died. Like, he's the only meaningful person in the season to die for me. And even though it's only one, it was enough. It was enough. But yeah, I mean, okay, I'm gonna be real. I liked the episode because of Bob. Like, he was actually a useful character on 2 occasions, which were like they mattered a lot. One in saving Hopper, and two in like opening the gate so that they can escape the lab. And I was like, dog, Bob's the real MVP. He went out like a champ. I mean, I'm just surprised at how detailed that she took his death because I know like everyone else kind of had like a cutaway death. Like they show him like getting killed immediately, then like cuts away. Like his, they took their sweet time, like zooming in, showing the claw going into his ribs. It was cool. But yeah, Bob,
Oh,
R.I.P.
okay. Speaking of that scene, when he said the computers were written in BASIC, side eye. I was like,
Oh,
oh, I
we got
couldn't.
some programmer dorkiness about to happen right here, guys. Brace yourselves.
I haven't. That really reminded me that we're in the 80s because I was like, who writes a computer in BASIC anymore? Who uses that? I just had to like mention that. That like threw me for like I was like BASIC. I seen that like one time in my entire actual programming career. I've seen BASIC like one time and that was school. I've never seen it like used currently. Oddly enough, people still use Fortran, so there's that. But back to next section. Okay, so we're gonna talk about each, I guess, relationship slash character. So, what did you think of Max and Billy?
Max and Billy. I mean, oh man,
Billy's a psycho. He was
Billy's a dick. Oh my god.
no,
Like
he's like past dick. He's full on psycho. The way he came at Max, I'm like that girl's 13.
yeah, for real, I feel the same way. And like it's weird for me to even say this out loud and people gonna take this like the wrong way and say, oh, Michael's like pushing forward abuse in families and all that. But like when his dad came in there and rocked him, yo, I was like about time. I gotta get the ghetto clap out for this. Cause he don't know how to act.
He
I was like,
don't.
thank you, yo. I feel bad that I enjoyed that, but I'm like, yo, they did a good job making me not like yo ass. Like even Owens, I didn't mind liking it towards the end, kind of sorta, because at least like he didn't want to kill Will when all the other doctors. Well, excuse me, when all the other doctors did. So I was like, damn, I'm just glad Billy got rocked. That's my opinion on him, yo.
No, and like Billy was irritating me the whole entire scene. Like when he first showed up, I was like, okay, maybe he's just trying to be cool. But the little homoerotic thing he did with Steve in the shower, I was like, what the hell is happening here? Like,
Yeah,
if I'm showering, back like 10 spaces up, why are you like in my face like this? And then he was like, plant your feet, which, Michael needs to learn how to do that in 2K. But anyway, going
whoa, no blows. Listen, we got evidence on YouTube of me busting that ass, anyways. So
I'm just
Since you
saying.
want to go
How,
there.
how many blocking files did Michael have? Anyway, moving back to Billy.
Wow, we're reaching now. But go ahead, that's fine. This is not the 2K podcast.
You're right. It's not. It's Stranger Things season 2. But going back to like the way he came at Steve was a little weird. He was like, "Oh, I'ma save you, some bitches," and then like I could tell he was beating his sister's ass. And then when he showed up there, hitting on Mrs. Wheeler,
Yeah.
he looked like a grown man. So I could see why she wasn't confused. And all of a sudden he was nice and had game. Like
I
this
told
is
you,
a
man.
tangent, but like I don't
Put
see
your
why
front
Mrs.
the time.
Wheeler is with Mr. Wheeler, but that's just me. We're just gonna ignore that.
I
Hello?
guess because I was confused with that too, for real. Because I don't know, like,
They don't seem like they work, right? But like let me finish like Billy. So that was weird for me. I didn't like his relation how he treated his stepsister. I thought they were brother and sister anyway, but their steps isn't close enough. And then he the scene in the finale where he wrote Steve can't fight though. I'm sorry. And the way Billy ate those punches, he was laughing. That's why I was like psycho.
right? He enjoyed
Automatically
it.
psycho. Is when
Yeah.
she took the like nail bat to like his like junk area, that's when he calmed the hell down, and then he let her beat her. But I was like,
Hmm.
the way he beat Steve's ass, that was bad. Like, I was this that was probably only the few times the entire show where I was rooting for Steve, and he disappointed me. He disappointed me. But Billy was eating those punches, so he had no shot. He was enjoying getting hit because I think he got used to getting hit by Daddy. I'm pretty sure he got used to getting hit by
Oh,
Daddy.
that would explain that. You're right.
He's like, my dad hits harder than that. I eat those shits, bitch. And he
I
ate
know.
it.
Right, for real. Spoonfuls,
He was like,
bowlfuls,
I know that punch.
popfuls.
And then he was like, ha ha ha. And I was like, yo, son, psycho. But yeah. And then Max, I thought she was cool. I get why she was closed off. Because she had a controlling older brother who was probably would kill her. And the way he walked up in that house in finale proved the point. He probably was going to beat her ass. And the
Hmm.
friend's ass. The way he grabbed Lucas, I was like, nah, son. No, no.
Step up off me. Step up off me.
Yeah, I liked her relationship with Lucas too. I thought originally she was gonna go for Dustin, and then she kept getting seen with Lucas, and I was like, oh, that's where we're going with this one. Okay, I didn't see it coming until like maybe like the 5th episode, I want to say, whatever episode where he told her everything. That's the episode
Yeah.
where I saw it coming. And I was like, oh, poor Dustin. We'll get to Dustin later, but yeah. What do you think of Max or Mad Mac, like her game handle says?
I thought Max was cool. Like, as far as like a new dynamic into their little party, as they call it, I feel like their group could use a Zoomer, whatever a Zoomer is in their terms, but a Zoomer, sure. And I feel like she's cool. Like, I feel like they're going to add somebody else. I feel like a girl would have been right, and I feel like she fits the mold pretty well. Her side story with Billy kind of gives her some like relevance to the story. I mean, sorry, relevance to her own story. Like she's actual a character that feels like real. Like she moved from California. She's got this whole brother drama going on, and she's really good at the arcade, which Dustin and Lucas kind of took interest in, especially Dustin at first. Poor Dustin, poor Dustin.
We ain't get
But yeah,
there yet, but we going to. We going to.
yeah, you're right, you're right. But yeah, I thought Max was cool. Like she was different. She's not like everybody else. Like everyone else is kind of dorky. So like her contrast is kind of really cool for that group with her skateboard and you know whatever else she does. I suppose I scare her skateboard
In her video games, like that's
and
basically her thing.
right and her high score thing. Yeah, I guess it's her thing, which is just enough. Like she doesn't need any more than that to be honest.
She's
And
13. You don't need no more.
right, yeah. That's where I'm at with her. She's cool. I
Yeah,
ship that. I ship her.
with Lucas.
Sure. I honestly wanted it to be Dustin, but I'm okay with it being Lucas to be honest.
Honestly,
I like
I
how
feel
that
like
evolved.
she would eat Dustin alive. Like no offense to Dustin, but he can't handle Max at all. At
I
all.
mean, he's the one who first spoke to her though, so it's like at the
Yeah,
locker.
but like
I'll give him credit there.
yeah, he first spoke to her, but I feel like because of her personality, She would just find him as like the annoying like brother or like best friend. She wouldn't like him like that. Which is what happened. She gravitated towards Lucas. And Will was like, "You not replacing my 11." But we'll get there too. Um, not Will, Mike.
Mike, yeah.
Um, so I guess the next relationship, 11 and Hopper.
Hmm.
I was very surprised by that. I like that they did it, and you got him talking about losing his daughter, and the little thing where he's going to adopt her at the end, so 11 becomes Jane. I wouldn't have gave her the name Jane though. I don't know. It doesn't fit to me for some reason, but maybe I got to get used to it. It's kind of weird going from 11 to Jane, but hey. I liked I think his story with 11 gave him a lot more backstory. I think he likes Joyce though, which I could see them going there too. And then I like that 11 found out the truth about her mom, and where they like fucked up her mom. Like
Oh yeah.
that's just bad. I felt so bad for her mom. And then her aunt seemed cool, but man, her mom, like they just fried her brain. That was so
Literally.
wrong. Literally, yeah. So I enjoyed both the character development of 11 and Hopper because I think their storyline together made them stronger characters. What do you think of them?
I mean, I always like the relationships where it's like it tries to balance freedom and protection, because like it's an overplayed like trope in TV, but it works here anyway. Like when if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and it works here. Like he tries too hard to protect her, she lashes out, and then it kind of turns into two shows. 'Cause, like her 11 story was separate from the main story all the way until like I think to like the second to last episode, episode 8, which is kind of cool because I like seeing that she had like a sister. I like her find out the whole mom thing. I'm not a big fan of her slick back hair, but that was short lived anyway.
Hey, it's
Um,
bitching. All right, it's bitching.
Bitching, it's bitching, sure. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Like her story opened all the way up now because now it's like what makes Callie number 8 and what makes her number 11. Who are the other? Well, I don't even know how many other numbers they are. And what other powers do they have? Like, there's a whole bunch of questions that are good enough to push the show forward into season 3 and season 4, respectively. So it'll be kind of cool. I like 11 to be honest. Like she's the weirdo with like psychic powers, and I know that character's been it's not unique or anything like that. But if the show does it well, then which they did, then I like it.
Yeah, and like another thing about 11 was I forgot to mention their little argument. See, my thing is Harper needs to understand. Hopper needs to understand in one thing. She is not a normal little girl.
Hmm.
So when he tried to ground her and do this shit, nigga, she could throw you out the damn window if she
Yeah.
really wants. You gotta, and she doesn't know how to fully control her powers yet. Like she knows how to control it, but when she loses her shit, everything explodes around her. So
Right.
you gotta ease up in there. You gotta like say, hey, calm down, breathe a little bit. Let's not let things go crazy. It's gonna be okay. But like their fight was really good. It showed how much he cared about her.
Yeah, I thought almost it was like he lost his real daughter, so like he's overcompensating now by protecting her so much. On top of the fact that she's like a I don't know Russian terrorist or something like that, as they called her in the first half of the season. But yeah,
Oh
like
yeah, in the flashback,
I
yeah.
get that, right? Yeah, so I get like he's going overboard with it, but it's kind of to be expected. And to be honest, like Hopper next to I don't know, I think the adults in this season are really good. Well, all the main ones anyway.
Yeah,
So like
Joyce was always like my favorite because she was really about her kids. She was like, no, my son's alive.
yeah, I'm Joyce.
Fix
Oh
my
my God,
kids.
mom of the year 2016 and 2017, yo, because she never gives up. I respect Joyce, yo.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I could talk about her all day, but it's all right. We gotta keep trucking.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. All right. And then next relationship, I guess we can talk about Nancy and Jonathan. Now, my favorite episode for them is when they hook up. I don't even. Did they have sex at that house?
Yes, I want to say yes because the joke he made the next morning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's implied it has sex. Okay, so and we'll do the triangle: Nancy, Jonathan, and Steve. So I knew she liked Jonathan. So I was very surprised this season when we started off and she was still with Steve. I'm like, weren't you feeling Jonathan at the end of season one? Like, what happened there? And then saw them get back together, and like he had to focus on his family, and she waited, but Nancy's a teenager, so she waited for like a month, according to Jonathan, and they argued, and they get together. Like she first Steve breaks up with her, and then she goes and like saves Jonathan's brother and Will and all this stuff. And I like their relationship. I like Nancy too. I Even though she can't stand her brother, I do like that she's still a big sister to her brother at the end of the day. Like that's
Oh
why
yeah.
she really wanted this stuff to end, because how much it put her brother, and what it put Jonathan's family through. So I do like that she always stood up for herself. I felt so bad when she kept saying she killed Barb. You didn't kill Barb. The alien killed Barb, but she was not the best friend to Barb that she needed to be at the end of season one, and she never really got to say sorry. So I understand that. That awkward ass dinner she went to with her parents was a little weird, but we're ignoring that. And then you had Jonathan, who I really like from season one, because I like that he stood up for his mom and his brother when no one else did. And he still kind of did that this season. He's still a really good brother. He's kind of creepy, but he has a good heart. So I like Jonathan. And Steve, in my opinion, actually got real character development this season. So I end up liking him. What do you think of those three?
I think okay. I'm gonna leave Steve in his own category because honestly, I like him better without Nancy.
No,
I
I
hate this.
agree. I 100% agree. They don't work.
Yeah, yeah, because like seeing him like be a part of like the whole thing going on. Like even last season, he did pretty well. Toward the end where like he helped fight the Demogorgon, even though he was being annoying as hell. Like they said, dog, go away. We can't tell you what's happening because if we did, we'd be saying that there's an alien shadow monster coming to eat us. So just save us the trouble and go away. He didn't go away, but at least he stood around and fought. And he had the bat this season, which was pretty cool. Cause I don't remember. I think it was Jonathan that had the last season, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, how did he get the bat? Whatever. I
No,
don't
wait,
know.
wait. I think it was actually Steve, because they said, "Oh, remember that bat you have?" Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah, but I don't know how he got that bat. Jonathan definitely made that bat. What reason does Steve have to make that bat? Cause
I don't know if he made it. I thought I
Jonathan
remember.
definitely made it, yo.
Okay, maybe John, because you rewatched season one
Right.
recently. I haven't,
Yeah.
but I swear eventually Steve had the bat from that at the end of last season at some point. 'Cause I remember him swinging a bat at some point. Maybe I'm bugging. But anyway, moving on. It's not important. We just have a
But
bat.
yeah. Anyways, yeah. Like I enjoy his character alone. Like I like that his little relationship with Dustin. Like he seemed like a big brother to him. And I was like, you know what, this is cool. He's giving him his like hair gel composition stuff of how to make it work, and he even tries it toward the end. But I saw this meme earlier, which I know this is like completely irrelevant, but it's like everyone who has what's his name, his hairstyle has a 100% chance of having the girl stolen from him. So like I found it ironic that Dustin ended up having that hairstyle in the end, and like he lost Maxine technically, and
He never
he
had
lost.
him.
I mean, sure, but he wanted her, and Jonathan got on with Nancy. So I was like, that's funny. But as far as what's the name, Jonathan and Nancy now, I thought they were cool. Like I hated how awkward it was because I coming into the season, I thought that they were together still. I'm like, even though y'all not together in episode 1 and 2, y'all gonna be together because we all know that we ship y'all. Like, hurry up and just do this thing. So it got a little weird at Murray's place, but like because he was a little too involved. But I ain't gonna get into all that though.
He was funny as fuck. He
He
called them
was
out for
way
like.
way too involved though, yo. Like they're high schoolers, get off their backs. I do like you said though, like Jonathan, he's a great big brother. He held things down. He was busy making moves, trying to like record the conversation between him and Owens and Nancy, and he was there at the lab helping out. Well, he didn't really help out. He was outside, but he had the car, so I guess he was like a getaway. And Nancy, she still has the guilt in her heart for what she did to Barb, like you mentioned. which at least showed that she's not being a dick about it, even though she shouldn't have drank so much early in the season. But she was stressing, so I can't really blame her too much. But yeah, all three of those characters I love. I love Steve a lot more now than I did in season one because he wasn't really around in season one, other than to get punched in the face and yell a lot toward the end. In this season, it's like he was in charge of like what, four kids at one point: Maxine, Lucas, and Dustin. Three kids at one point. By the bus trying to hunt down Dart.
No, he was in charge of everyone, all the kids except for Will and 11.
Yeah, I know. I'm just mentioning the junkyard scene where he was in charge of them for that scene specifically.
Oh, okay.
Because like they ran into Lucas and Maxine, so I was like, oh cool, you're like the only big kid here hunting. Trying to like lure the dogs and whatever, demo dogs. But yeah, that's where I'm at with these three. Next.
Okay. And then I guess we should talk about the boys, Lucas, Will, Mike, Dustin. So, I'm going to start with Lucas. He didn't I like that he got a little girlfriend. I like that he's always still like the funny kid, but he has probably the most normal household on the show.
Yeah, yeah,
Even though his
definitely.
little sister be trolling him so hard.
She horrible.
She's hilarious, but even I'm like, go away. Close the door.
She was like, "Code, shut your mouth." I'm like, "Girl, I got a giant lizard in my house. I need your brother." Anyways, she was annoying. Bye,
Yeah.
Erica.
Bye, Felicia. Anyway, and then you have, what do you call it? Will, which I felt so bad. The scene that made me hurt for Will the most was when he was screaming, "Get away!" because he listened to Bob, but Bob don't know what the hell he talking about. He's like, "Get away! I'm not afraid." And that boy, he was really acting. I was like,
Mhm,
man, I felt so bad when that thing went inside him.
mhm.
I was like, y'all not doing what y'all need to do to help this boy. And I'm glad they exercised. They gave him exorcism at the end and got it out, so now he can be a normal kid. I like that part too. I want to get to know more about Will though, because right now he is unfortunately, he's kind of just like the kid that was dead and not dead. We don't
Yeah,
know
he just
much
had the
about.
worst stuff happen to him in each season. So like, season three, Will gonna have some kind of bad crap happen to him.
It
So I'm
needs to
sorry,
be
Will, but
it
you're
needs
that
to.
kid.
I know, cause he just unlucky. And then
Hmm.
you have. I felt bad for Mike because he was missing his girl, and people were lying to him, and he didn't want to replace her, so that's why he wasn't warming up to Maxine. But he was still there for his friends, even though he was hurting. He was hurting.
Hmm. Bad.
Yeah. And then you have Dustin. He annoyed me with the whole dart thing, but it saved him at the end, so I'm gonna let that go. But in the mind, I'm like, nigga, that's not a dog. The dog ain't got no eyes. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, that
Why
that
were you
dog ate
bringing
the
that
cat.
home? Like, he ate the cat. Poor cat. That's
Mr.
Marley right there.
Memes. That is Marley. He's the same color as Marley.
That's Marley getting eaten right there. Like, what's wrong with you? I was like,
For real.
and then he lied to his mom, like, oh, he ran away. No, your fake dog ate him. I was so annoyed when he kept him, but it ended up saving their lives, so I'm gonna let that go.
Right.
And then I felt so bad when all the girls play him,
Yeah.
but you know what? I'm not surprised because it doesn't seem like he's ever been confident with the ladies or the ladies like him, especially the episode when they showed up in the Ghostbusters outfit. Because I
Yeah.
guess people didn't want to dress up this year, probably because it was the anniversary of what happened at Will, so it probably felt weird for a lot of people in the town. But I was just like, man, I felt so bad for Dustin, when he was crying. But I thought Nance was really nice to dance with him. I really
Hmm.
thought that was a really nice scene. Oh, and I don't know if that's Lucas' first kiss, but he got a kiss, and so did Mike. And Will
Well,
got a
my,
girl to
my
dance with him too, so cool. Even though I don't know if I would dance with a girl who called me Zombie Boy or Zombie anything, but hey, that's Will. I'm not Will, so
I mean, Mike got a kiss last season too, so it's all good. That was his first.
yeah,
He had his first kiss last year.
yeah. I was talking about Lucas got his first kiss, and then Mike just got
Oh, okay,
another one.
okay. Gotcha, gotcha,
First
gotcha.
kiss that we've seen. He could have kissed someone beforehand, but I doubt it.
Mom.
You're so cute. The Ghostbusters scene was really cute though.
Oh my god, I was annoyed for him.
I know his sister was like, "You're such a nerd." He's like, "Bye, go away."
Right?
She's
See me,
such a
let me have
hater.
this.
And then
For
she be
real.
making his action figures kiss her dolls.
You better give him back my He-Man action figure. It's not a doll.
Well, she
Not
said the
even on the
same thing.
same planet. They can't. This can't even happen.
That's what he said. He said.
You in full fan mode right there, yo.
Yeah. All right. What do you think of the boys?
Boys were cool. Like, Dustin' biggest hiccup was lying about stupid dart. Like, my thing is, with all this weird crap going on, why would we want to find the first weird lizard animal to keep as a pet? Like, the moment I see an animal sprout legs in front of me, nah, burning in fire. That's how I really feel. But yeah, Dustin I actually thought was cool. Like, he had his teeth, and like this whole like growling thing was kind of funny. I was like, oh my god, this is not how you bring your teeth into the new year, dog. But it's whatever. But Mike, yeah, boy, love struck Mike, man. I feel for him.
I know he
'Cause he
cried
called
when he
he
saw
called
11.
every day. Yeah, for real. And like you have to get the whole news about like Hopper caring for the whole time. Like I get it, but Mike's a kid. He ain't gonna really relate to the dangers that she was really in.
I know he
Um,
called every day, except for apparently he called 353, so he missed a couple days. But
right.
it's alright.
But yeah, and Lucas, I like their little dynamic going on with Maxine. I think like even
It's
though it might
Max,
be
man. No one calls her Maxine.
Mad Max, whatever. Anywho, I don't know. I kind of like that they brought her in and already like it in a way to me just solidifies her being part of the group now that she's like dating one of them and that she's seen all this crap go on. Because if I was Max and I just came from LA and to get thrown into all this crap with demodogs and like demons possessing kids and all this, I'm like, nah, son, this backwoods crap ain't for me. I'm going back to Los Angeles. I would have been on the first bus out of the day, yo, because I had like a real moment where I was like, yo, she's getting thrown into a lot right now. Like a lot. She got her own drama going on at home with her parents and Billy and all this kind of stuff. And then nah, we got dogs eating people and crap. And nah, dog, this ain't for me. But yeah, I thought Lucas being with her was kind of cool. Because to me, to be honest, I feel like other than Will, and I'm only saying Will because like he's barely fleshed out since he's like 9 times out of 10 in the in a comatose state or missing. I'd say Luke's like the next like least drawn out character, like not drawn out, but like least fleshed out character, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still think he has a good dynamic to it though. And who am I missing? I said Dustin. Did I say Will yet? No, I think Will's the one I'm missing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Will. I don't know. I'm gonna keep this short. He's having a long year. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I already made a joke about him earlier, saying like, "Yo, something bad always happened to Will." Sorry, Will. You're just that guy. You're gonna be drawing the short straw for the rest of your life. It looks like yo. So I'm sorry, but you make good entertainment. Because I don't know. I just felt bad for him every time he was on screen. Like, I think the moment I felt the worst for him was when the guys went on the ground to like burn the place after they found Hopper, and like he started like seizing up. I was like, dang, yo, he's feeling the fire. He's like, yo, it hurts everywhere, yo. Stop asking me where it hurts. And I thought, and I thought the doctors were being a real dick when like, they were testing that theory out with the little tentacle thing in the hospital room, and they're asking how much does this hurt. He says it stings a little. So, let's see. Let's burn it some more. And like, yo, if Will was my kid and I was in that room, son, two chops to the throat. Everybody in that room, son. Like everybody, all the doctors in the room anyway. Like, everybody was just pissing me off. He said it stings a little when you burn it, so you're gonna turn the heat all the way up. That made me mad. But yeah, that's what
Hey,
happened with
you
the boys.
gotta
Oh,
test the
Will.
theory fully. Fully.
You can catch a chop to the throat too, yo.
All right, all right. Let's see. We talked about 11. We talked about Mike. I think we hit. Oh yeah, Joyce, Hopper. No, Joyce and Bob. So
Poor
I
Bob.
yeah. R.I.P. Rest in peace, Bob the Brain. He was the nerdy guy who finally got with the popular girl, and I liked their relationship. I thought she would have probably ended up with him too,
Definitely.
but
Definitely.
or she would have cheated with Hopper. One of those situations.
I see her getting together with him.
Yeah, I was, that was kind of weird that they gave her another boyfriend because I thought she was gonna go towards Hopper anyway. But he had his 11 drama slash Jane, which I still don't like the name Jane, and
Rotten pumpkin patches.
yeah, and all that stuff. And he was basically telling Hopper was basically telling the doctors, keep your shit out of my town,
For real.
cause y'all didn't contain your shit. A little boy got possessed and then died and then came back and then now he's going through a whole lot of shit. Like,
Oh,
keep it out my
no,
town.
no lying. And they lied about it. Cause when he told Owens about like, yo, the center of this like spread right here is coming from your lab. Now, 1 year ago, a lot of crap went down. And I told y'all I'm gonna shut my mouth. All y'all gotta do is stop doing what you're doing. Like I'm getting in my feelings right now, but like, yo, they're acting a fool, yo. I felt for Hopper, man, because he was just trying to hold things down, and they just making holding 11 down so much harder because now he got to worry about that. But go
Yeah,
ahead, Joe.
and another thing, like, I'm gonna go back to Joyce and stuff. Another thing that pissed me off is like the little thing that they were lowering down to see the upside down. Why was there no glass on there? Would it? You're
Yeah,
you're
why
like
isn't it a
going into a
cage?
gate. Like, why is it not a cage? Whatever. I'm glad they're all dead except for Owens because he made sure Jane got adopted. So I thought that was cool. But
Hmm.
back to Joyce, I liked her relationship with Bob, surprisingly. At first, Bob was irritating me, like 100%. I'm like, go away. I don't like you. And then, as the scene grew, I grew to like him, and I should have known he wasn't going to last long. I should have known. But I grew to like him, then they killed him, and I was like, alright, I'm okay with. What is their shipper name? Jopper? I don't know. I don't know what their shipper name.
You
Anyway.
get Chopper for that's from Hopper. That's from Hopper. You get the wrong guy.
No, that's what I said. Bob's dead, so
Oh,
Jane and
okay.
yeah, I said the right person. But like, you can't give Bob and Joyce like a shipper name. Would it be Job? Like, what the
Boyce, duh,
Boyce? Ugh, no, horrible. Anyway,
duh.
what is Mike and Eleven's one? Maleven? I don't know what the fuck it is.
11.
Cause she has an E, so you have to use his name as the first letter, right?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. That's the best you can really get with it. Melvin? I don't know.
Melvin.
I'm reaching. I'm
Melvin.
reaching bad.
Okay. Lax. Laxine for Lucas and
I
Max.
I guess Luxine.
Mutant. Yeah, I don't want to say mucus. That'd be bad.
Wow, that's actually it.
No, we gotta have to go with like lax or laxine or something like that. We can't do mucus. That's not gonna work.
L- um,
Maxis,
Lucine.
Lucine, Dustin and Steve, Sutton.
Dustin and Steve.
Yeah, you can do ship names with like friendships too. People do it all the time on the internet.
Okay, sure. Dave. Um, I don't know. I didn't have this one loaded up. I have no idea where to go with those two.
Okay, Jonathan and Nancy, Jancy,
Jancy. There you go. Easy.
Jonathan. If we're gonna do it the opposite,
Nanothin.
Nanothan. All right, rambling now.
Anyways,
But
right,
yeah,
for real.
definitely I thought what happened to Bob was a shame, but I think they just did that so she knows what it's like to be in a real relationship because it seems like her ex was like a piece of shit, and then now I think she could probably be with a Hopper because I think his heart is healing because his daughter Sarah passing and all that stuff. So I think they're gonna probably end up going that way. Personally, I think they'll get together at the end of the series. I'll be very surprised if season 3 they're actually together. But Joyce is always like top parent out of the moms at least, because she's the only one fleshed out. Even the semi dads like Hopper, which I think he's the only one there that's actually fleshed out too.
Hmm.
But parents wise, she's number one, and now Hopper's number two, where it's She rides or dies for her kids. She don't play those games. Like,
Oh wow, that would make Will and Eleven sisters if they actually get together.
step. Okay, remember that. Anyway,
Whatever. Hey, listen, Billy got punched in the face because he kept trying to pull that trick. Okay, she's your
okay.
sister.
First of all, Billy and Max. See, my thing about that is Billy and Max seem to not know each other most of their lives. So you're
Yeah.
not gonna tell a 17-year-old boy, 18-year-old boy that this random 13-year-old he probably didn't know like maybe a year or two ago is his sister. You're just not going to. And he needs to like as much as I don't like Billy, I think Billy's aggressive because he get beats a lot at home. I feel like.
He keep acting up. Stop
I
being a dick.
mean, he probably acts up because he's angry because of his dad. Cause some people
Mm, I
like
bet.
that.
I
Like
agree.
they get beat at home and then they're like, well, fuck everything, and then I gotta deal with this little ass brat too. So that's probably his mentality. He's still wrong and psychotic, but I kind of get why he fucked up like that. He needs therapy. He needs a little bit
For
of therapy. But yeah, I thought Joyce was really good. She's always really good. I have no complaints about Joyce. She stands up for what she believes in. She stands up for her kid, and she about like she's very like hardcore mom mode. What do you think of Joyce?
like I said, I know I probably spoke about it earlier, but like she's like my favorite adult in the entire series. Like, granted, there's not that many adults tied into the main story, and I know Papa May or what's his name, he was like one of them, but he was kind of a dick. Then there was the other fat guy in what Pennsylvania, I think it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean he's not even a real character. And then there was like Becky and Jane's mom. So yeah, I think Joyce is like I aspire to be a mom like Joyce. I want to be a dad, but like with Joyce's love for her kid. Cause like in the first season, tore up her house and put lights everywhere to find Will. Second season, she is raising hell and like doing all this weird stuff with her house and these drawings and the maps and whatnot to
Figure out what the
find
hell's
out.
happening with her son. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Try to explain something. She even drew in Bob into it, and shout out to Bob for actually like just playing along with all this. Because if it wasn't for him, this story could have gone south fast. But yeah, as far as Joyce goes, favorite mom of the year, hands down. I haven't seen a better mom all year in any movie, and I haven't seen or TV show. Then again, I haven't seen that many, but still, from what we covered in the podcast anyway. And as far as Hopper goes, you know what? He's trying, and he did try, and he did do good. He's holding it down. He's stressed. I get it, and he's overcompensating because he has some past traumas going on. But as far as like dad of the series, best dad in the series. So yeah.
Yeah, and another
There.
thing about Hopper I wanted to mention, I like that he's kind of semi dad to like the Joyce's kids, cause
Hmm.
he's there at every doctor's appointment Will has. He does not need to be there, but he's there every time. Anytime something happens with Will, Joyce goes to Hopper and he's there. And it's kind of like he's the dad because it really should be Will's father that should be there.
Hmm.
But I like that he showed up every time. Like they had a schedule, like every meeting, Hopper would be there for them. And I like that as well.
That's true, yo. I'll probably holding it down, even though like he's not obligated to, but he be still holding it down, yo.
Yeah. All right. I think we hit every character. But I didn't say my favorite character, but my favorite character this season was definitely 100%. I gotta give it to Hopper. I think he was my favorite in the entire season. What about you? Who's your favorite?
I got two favorites, and I know this is annoying to hear, but I'm choosing like one adult. But my adult goes in perfect pair with yours because it's a Joyce.
Yep.
Joyce holding it down, no doubt. And my favorite one of the boys, like the main character kids, is Dustin. Granted, he messed up. I just like that, like I don't know. Bill was half dead and going crazy. Mike was love struck, and then Lucas was, he was holding it down. He got his little girl thing on the side. So this really just left like Dustin's like the only one who's like mostly like the same as he was in the last season. And I'm not saying that as like he didn't like develop or anything like that, because he got teeth now. But like
Ha.
but like he does have like a little more of an element of bravery to him. Like he at least did talk to Maxine at first. He did get closer to Steve. Yeah, Steve.
And Dark.
And I suppose it was it was a dumb mistake that they could have avoided a lot of this story. But I did like that everyone was going his own way, and that was his way of going his own way. So like, you know what? Fine, you did your own thing, and like to be honest, I feel like he was probably one of the most like cowardly one of the boys anyway. So it's kind of cool to see him like do as much as he did in this season. Plus, I like his lisp. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah. It's funny because Dustin is like probably the most sweetest boy. Like when he smiles, you want to smile for some reason. Like,
It's infectious. Yeah.
yeah, it is. It's very cute. Was there anything else? Predictions. We're gonna close this out and do some predictions. So season 3, I think they're gonna skip more time. I have a feeling they're gonna skip more time,
Oh yeah.
and then some shit gonna happen. Like I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna have more of the experiments like 11 come out, and then they're gonna have to handle that too, cause they're gonna be losing their mind. You're gonna have more Callies or something
Right.
happen there. Will and 11 are probably gonna be dating. I predict something's gonna happen with Joyce and Harper and Jonathan
Mike
and
and 11.
Nancy. Huh?
Mike and 11.
Damn, I keep saying Will. They have the same fucking haircut, okay? They have the same fucking haircut to the same person. I don't know. But Mike and 11, you're right. It is Mike and 11's gonna probably be dating. I hope Will adjusts to his life more. And I actually think it'd be cool to see Dustin with a girlfriend. I think it'd be cool. Because I was hurting for the little boy. I was like, oh, so sad. But he's kind of weirdo. Eventually, some girl will find that cute. I don't know if it'll be this season or maybe not in the series at all. Hopefully for the future. But
Maybe
I think that's
maybe they'll
what's.
put Jonathan and Nancy, and they won't even be together in the next season anyway. So we'll see.
I hope they don't play that game. Just let them be together and like
Right.
call it a day.
Right.
I don't even know what level in high school they are because I know Steve's a senior, so he's gonna be gone.
Mhm.
Maybe not because he said he's gonna be working for his dad. So yes, prediction for Steve, he's gonna be working for his dad. I think Jonathan and Nancy gonna be together, and I think what's gonna happen is like I feel like they're gonna miss one monster or something new or like something else. The experiments from the lab's gonna come and bite them in the ass. Something weird with that lab is going on because I don't like that they don't shut it. Like they close it, but they never like demolish it because they need to actually destroy the shit. Every time they close
Yeah.
it, something else is gonna be going on and they close it. Cause I don't like how they zoomed up on that sign. I'm like, something else gonna happen with the lab. But that's my prediction for season 3. What do you think?
Well, they also did show like the what do you call them? The mind flayer on top of the school towards the end. So maybe that's not the end of the hive mind story arc. Who knows? But I do agree with you on one point. I kind of want to see more Callie's. Like Callie's story was kind of weird. Like it's weird. Like like the season actually started off with her scene, like robbing a place and escaping. But like they didn't bring her into like episode 6 or 7 or something like that, somewhere around there. And I'm like, that's kind of weird. And like her part was kind of short. But I feel like they can really flesh that out though. And as far as like the Upside Down, I want more lore behind it. I would love to see more lore.
I want
Um,
the name. Like I want a real name. Like it bothers me.
I'm okay with Upside Down. I mean, it's like whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna call it the Upside Down. I'm okay with the Demogorgons and the Demodogs. I'm okay with all the other demo monsters they come up with next. I'm plenty okay with Steve being more involved with the story now, and I'm actually very interested in to see like I don't know what level of middle school these kids are in, but like what would it be if they made to like freshman year of high school? Maybe that's probably season 4 probably, but like that would be kind of cool too. And to be honest, as much as I said I make fun of Will, I hope that he isn't the reason something goes wrong this time. Like
Poor Will.
even though it's predictable, if they do it, I won't be mad. But in my heart of hearts, in my perfect world, I will have them just like leave him alone and like focus on something else for once. Because I'm starting to just feel bad every time I see him on screen now. Like he's either dead, half dead, missing, or possessed. So
I
give him a break,
know.
guys.
Like
Give
that
give him a
scene
break.
where he's crying and screaming. I'm just like, "Ugh, leave the boy alone. Why you want
Yeah.
him? He's scrawny and skinny.
For
You know?
real, he's literally the smallest of the four, and he's getting like the worst treatment, yo. So
Poor
yeah.
Will. Poor Will. All right. We gotta close this podcast because we got work in the morning.
Word.
But so guys, we want to know what you guys think. Did you like Stranger Things season 2? You could find us on iTunes, Facebook, SoundCloud, any other podcasting
Podbean,
po-
Stitcher, all of them.
yes, thank you. At Echo
I'm helping.
Underground podcast at Underground Podcast. All the same name, all those sites we just mentioned. You can leave comments on all of those sites. You can give us likes, subscribe, or follow, depending on which one you use. We're also you could tweet at us comments, suggestions at Echo U Podcast. And then also, if you don't have any of those other sites like iTunes stuff, you can find us on YouTube at Echo Underground Podcast. Leave comments because we do read it. We do read the comments. I've read them
Yeah.
all and all that stuff, and I do like you guys' suggestions. Um, so another thing. So we're gonna. I think we have what a couple more podcasts left because
For
we're
the
gonna.
year, yeah.
Yeah. Because our last podcast is gonna be the best of 2017. So there
Mm-hmm.
won't be any more research. We just have to compile a list. So Michael, have your list ready.
That's fine. I got it all in my head, man. All in my head.
Cause like we're gonna do the best TV show, best album, and then best movie of 2017. So it's gonna be very fun to see that. Um, what do we have coming up next? We
We got
have
Thor. It was supposed to be Thor this weekend, but I'm behind schedule on that. Sorry, guys, but we will be having Thor soon.
yeah, we
Maroon
have
5,
Sam Smith,
Justice League. It's
Justice
November,
League.
guys. Justice League is here, guys. It's November, guys. Calm down. Why isn't anyone calming down?
He's such a nerd, but I feel it.
I'm even worse when Black Panther come out. Yo, watch.
Yo,
I'm gonna be here for that.
exactly. We're doing the best of 2017 as well. We want to hear from you guys. So like when we do that, I might make a poll of like I might do that. I might like poll the question. Who
And
knows? Who
okay,
knows? Cause we've done a lot, so I might not be able to do a long poll, but we'll see. I wanted to know what you guys think, and that'll probably be on like Twitter or something like that. But yeah, just follow us, like, comment, share, let people know we're out there, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.
see ya.